Hey guys, today I'll be making prawn biryani and I've taken a vessel where I've added about 2 to 3 tablespoons of ghee or clarified butter, and I'm going to be adding about 2 to 3 sliced onions, and I'm going to fry this really well and make sure you make it nice and brown, like for a biryani, and also make sure that you don't leave it without sauteing, because then you will not get even browned onions. And just keep mixing and mixing, and here it is, my onions. And of course I'm going to also keep the ghee aside to add it later. Now in the same vessel I'll be adding about 2 to 3 tablespoon of oil, and I'm also going to add about 3 medium sized onions or 5 onions, um, and saute it really well. Here I have actually crushed my green chilies, about 15, and I'm going to also add that to the onions, and I'm going to fry this for about 3 to 4 minutes, making sure that this raw smell goes off. And now it's time to add the ginger and garlic paste, and again give it a good mix, making sure that the smell just goes off. Now I'll be adding my tomatoes. This is about two medium-sized tomatoes, and I'm going to add this. And you're going to really saute this really well, and you're going to saute till your tomatoes get nice and mushy with the onions. And now it's time to add my masalas. I've added haldi powder, some coriander powder, and give it a good mix. And also going to be adding garam masala powder. And don't worry guys, I'm gonna give you all the measurements in my description box below, and you're going to nicely fry them. And now I'm going to add a bit of water just to deglaze the pan so that my masala doesn't get burnt, and give it a nice mix. Now it's time to add my prawns, and these are nicely cleaned prawns. Make sure your prawns are clean, deveined, and you're going to add this to the masala, and you're going to saute this for about 2 to 3 minutes. And you're also going to be adding a little bit of salt here according to your taste, and give it a nice mix. And I'll be adding a little bit of water here, so that my masala gets cooked really well, not too much, about a quarter cup or so. And let this masala get cooked aside. Meanwhile, we'll start with the rice. Here I've taken a good quality basmati rice. This is really good quality, guys. If you find this, you should make this, buy this actually. And this is a condensed milk container that I usually use to measure. So I have taken about two times of this rice, and that is about half kg. And if you're making 1 kg, you need to take this about 4 times. So that's the ratio that I usually follow, and it really works well for me. Here, meanwhile, my masala is cooking, but you can see there's a lot of water, so let it cook for a while again. But make sure your flame is low, and I have also soaked my rice here. My water is also boiling for the rice, and now the masala is almost done. I'm going to be adding my coriander and Pudina leaves here, and I'm also going to be, I need to mix this really well, and you need to keep this in a low flame. Now my water is boiling really well. I'm going to be adding salt and a little bit of oil, and I actually forgot to show you, but I have also added a little bit of whole masalas, not many, but just one of each garam masala. And I have also added my rice here. And now it's time to take care of your rice. You need to cook the rice for about 85%. It's about 8 to 9 minutes, and when it's done, you need to strain it, and you're going to use some tap water to get it cooled down on top of this, and you're going to leave it for a while. Now it's the time, guys, to actually layer your rice. So I have taken a vessel, and I've taken about a teaspoon or so of oil with a little bit of water there, and just make sure that it doesn't get stuck in your bottom, and that's the thing you need to take care of. Now I'm going to add about 1/4 or maybe a little more than that of rice to the bottom, and you need to flatten it and make it even in the bottom like a layer. And make sure guys you don't break the rice here. And now it's time to add a little bit of food coloring. You've taken yellow food coloring, I've taken red food coloring. This is actually totally optional. It's up to you. You would like to biryani to be nice and colorful. I like my biryani colorful, guys. Now I'm going to be adding those brown onions, those flavorful onions, pudina and coriander leaves here, and of course our masala that we had prepared. Make sure that the masala is nicely evenly distributed to all the past sides, and flatten it really nice and well like so, as you can see. And now it's time to add the other the rest of the rice here on top, and you're going to put the entire rice on top and nice and flatten it, and make sure that you take care of your rice. Don't break it, don't mushy it a lot, it wouldn't look nice, guys. You want your biryani nice and long. So now it's time for us to add those that ghee that I had saved earlier. It's got so much of flavor. Your biryani is just incomplete without this. So you need to add this on top of the rice, so. Make sure that it's spread all over the biryani for this nice flavor in your rice. I've also added the brown onions and a little bit of pudina and coriander leaves here. And of course I'm going to be adding some food coloring, and I've also added a little bit of rose water here, just to give a little bit of more flavor to the rice. Nicely spread it all over. And I'm going to be also adding a little bit of oil, about a tablespoon or so, making sure that it's distributed to all the sides of the biryani, so that your biryani is not dry, it's nice and moist. And I'm going to make about 5 holes here like so, so that I can get the steam coming out nice and quick. Kept a plate on the stove, and I'm going to place my vessel on top of the plate, and you're going to keep it till you can see the dum coming. As you can see here, about after 20 to 30 minutes you can see this coming out, and that's the indication that your biryani is all done. So here it is, guys, my biryani, prawn biryani, nice and spicy. You will love it. Do give it a try, and do check out for my other recipes too. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.